Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you're watching TTV News, some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, at a working session with the province on the morning of September 26, Deputy Prime Minister Ma Ying-jeou emphasized that in order to achieve the goal of double-digit economic growth this year, the province must make full use of its geographical advantage and referential investment policy to react breakthroughs.
Welcoming and working with the delegation, there were Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial Peace Committee Nguyễn Văn Úc, along with leaders of the People's Council and provincial departments. Reporting to the Deputy Prime Minister, the Provincial Peace Committee said that by effectively leveraging advantages and potential after the recent administrative merger, TayNinhTV has built a 2025 growth scenario at 9.3% and is striving to surpass 10%. Notably, even before the end of the third quarter, TayNinhTV state budget revenue reached more than 37.4 trillion Vietnam dong, exceeding the target assigned by the central government. Investment attraction has also continued to post positive growth. The province has completed the eradicating temporary and dilapidated housing program, contributing to social security. To create additional resources for development, TayNinhTV boldly proposed a special budget allocation mechanism under which the central government could reserve 10% and 90% for the local budget. Based on the provincial report and recommendations, leaders of ministry and sectors analyzed existing limitations and offer solutions to address challenges in fields such as production, trade, import-export, infrastructure development, social housing, and implementation of national target programs. Upholding the spirit of seven clarities, Deputy Prime Minister Ma Ying-jeou requested TayNinhTV to effectively operate as two-level local government model, ensuring uninterrupted public services, especially shifting from an administrative message to one that truly serves the people. He also stressed the need to seamlessly implement strategic resolutions recently issued by the Politburo, creating strong and visible breakthroughs. From now until the end of the year, TayNinhTV must accelerate and make breakthroughs in economic growth. If possible, strive for a 10% growth rate. Secondly, public investment must achieve 100% disbursement, while social security and national defense security must be handled well. Doing so will improve the material and spiritual life of the people. He further urged the province to mobilize resources effectively for infrastructure investment, allowing the private sector to take the lead where possible, while expediting public investment, focusing on key projects, strengthening regional connectivity, and developing logistics.
On the morning of September 26, the Central Commission for Information and Education, together with the Central Commission for Mass Mobilization, held the September 2025 Central Level Spokesperson Conference in an online format connecting to more than 1,400 CDA locations with the participation of over 60,500 delegates. At the TayNinhTV venue, Mr. Võ Trần Tú Thanh, Deputy Head of the Provincial Commission for Information and Education and Mass Mobilization, along with provincial level spokesperson, attended the event. The conference provided updates on the outcomes of party congresses at all levels, preparation for the 14 National Party Congress, and some election results from localities. Delegates were also briefed on the party viewpoint and orientation regarding the development of the private economy over 40 years of renewal, as well as breakthrough solutions in education and training to raise public knowledge, train human resources and nature talent for national development. For communication direction in the meantime, Mr. Phan Tất Thắng, member of the party Central Committee and Deputy Head of the Central Commission for Information and Education and Mass Mobilization, requested spokesperson and communicator to focus on disseminating information about the 13 plenum of the party Central Committee, the outcomes of party congresses at all levels, and preparation for the 14th National Party Congress. He also stressed the importance of conveying the party Central Committee conclusion and implementing strategic and pillar resolutions of the Politburo, while highlighting the atmosphere of excitement and determination to successfully achieve socio-economic development goals of the current term.
On the morning of September 26 in Lamangwa, the Provincial Party Committee held a conference for direct dialogue between the Provincial Party Secretary and Party Secretaries of Communes and Works in 2025. The event was chaired by Mr. Nguyễn Văn Quyết, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee. Speaking at the conference, Secretary Nguyễn Văn Quyết acknowledged and praised the efforts of communes and works after nearly remains of operating under the two-level local government model, while also sharing the difficulties and challenges faced by locality. He noted that in the coming time, the province will implement many key projects, which may lead to increasing complex complaints and petitions. The Secretary requested communes, works and relevant departments to demonstrate strong political determination, giving importance to citizen reception and the settlement of complaints and denunciations. Localities are urged to assign appropriate staff and facilities for citizen reception while expanding task forces directly responsible for grassroots efforts to listen to people's concerns and promptly resolve issues arising at the local level. He also called on communes and works to continue with great efforts and strong determination to ensure the effective operation of the two-level government system. Earlier information presented at the conference showed that as of September 15, communes and works had received nearly 1,100 visits from citizens seeking to express opinions, petitions, and exchange information, and had handled over 1,100 written submissions, mainly concerning land compensation, site clearance, environment, and urban order. During the dialogue, Commune and Work Party Secretary reported that after nearly 3 months, the new government structure has been operating smoothly and meeting task requirements. However, certain difficulties remain, such as both assaulted and surplus of staff, shortcomings in public administrative procedures due to management software, and challenges in citizen reception and complaints resolution because of limited personnel. Localities propose that provincial departments strengthen grassroots level staffing in land, construction, and environmental management, and provide clearer guidance on training and career planning.
On the morning of September 26, the TayNinhTV Provincial National Assembly delegation, including Deputy Chairman of the National Assembly Judiciary Committee, Hoàng Nhân Liên, and Deputy Head of the Provincial National Assembly delegation, Lê Thị Sơn Mang, met with nearly 100 voters from Union Commune ahead of the session of the 15th National Assembly.
At the meeting, voters raised many opinions and suggestions related to electrical rate investment, electrical safety issues. Voters also requested early appraise of inter-commune transportation routes and called for review of land use purpose conversion issues in household registration separation, converting land use from agricultural to residential purposes. Regarding conversion for long-term residential households who, for various reasons, don't have residential land certificates, people who have lived here since peacetime until now, when converting, they charge 300,000 Việt Nam per square meter, which is appropriate for current conditions, but is too high. There should only be phased for these households. Speaking about healthcare, this is extremely inadequate, especially health cases. We talk about the referral system with health insurance. People buy insurance, but when they go for examinations, they wait from morning to evening at public hospitals. But if they use private services, they pay money and get priority treatment, finishing in a few hours. How is this fair regarding health insurance for the people? Voters' opinions and suggestions were received and addressed by commune leaders and provincial departments. On behalf of the Provincial National Assembly delegation, Delegate Hoàng Văn Liên acknowledged voters' suggestions while requesting commune leaders and specialized departments to consider and resolve issues within their authority that voters raised.
On the morning of September 26, the Vietnam Phalang Comedy of Yemen Châu Commune organized its first Korea representative for the 2025-2030 term. This unit was selected as the pilot chorus of TayNinhTV province. Attending the chorus, there was Vice Chairman of the Board of Vietnam Phalang Comedy and Chairman of the Brussels Labor Federation, Trelegy. During the previous term, the Vietnam Phalang of Yemen Châu Commune continued to promote the strength of the Royal National Unity Bloc, affirming a role in the political system, effectively implementing many campaigns and movements. Notable was the eliminating temporary and dilapidated houses. Movement will result in supporting the construction of 26 new houses and repairing 5 houses. Social supervision and criticism work, contributing opinion to party and government building, and people diplomacy were maintained regularly, contributing to improving the overall operational effectiveness. In his directed speech, Vice Chairman of the Brussels Vietnam Phalang Comedy and Chairman of the Brussels Labor Federation, Mr. Trelegy, requested the Commune to continue effectively implementing the party guidelines and resolution and the state policy and laws, maintaining the central role of uniting and rallying people, improving the quality of patriotic emulation movements and major campaigns. With the motto Unity, Democracy, Innovation, Creativity, Development, the Congress is elected through consultation 50 Commune members of the first term Vietnam Phalang Comedy of the Commune. The first meeting elected Mr. Phạm Nguyen Phúc Nguyên as chairman of the Commune Vietnam Phalang Comedy, while also selecting a delegation to attend the first Congress of the Vietnam Phalang of TayNinhTV province.
During the training program, participants were introduced to a number of key topics presented by Dr. Đào Thanh Thuần, Deputy Head of the Faculty of Environment at the Hanoi University of Mining and Geology. These include regulations under the law on environmental protection and executing documents, methods of environmental impact assessment and social environmental assessment, and environmental protection laws applied to industrial zones and key economic regions. In addition, Chinese attended sessions on the application of information technology in communication, raising public awareness and environmental protection, as well as the current situation and solutions for environmental protection at the local level. Through this training course, participants were able to consolidate their knowledge, enhance awareness, and gain additional skills in implementing environmental protection laws.
On the morning of September 26, the Vietnam Medical Association, in coordination with the Department of Health and Medical Association of TayNinhTV province, organized a thematic workshop on detection and management of non-communicable disease in Vietnam. The event gathered around 250 delegates at the main venue of was conducted in a hybrid format, both in person and online. And the workshop speaker presented 3 key topics: the burden of disease and solution for early detection and management of non-communicable disease, community-based integrated model for treating and managing hypertension and diabetes, and nutrition regimens for the prevention and treatment of diabetes. During the discussion session, delegates shared practical experience in detecting, treating, and managing non-communicable disease, while also proposing solutions to enhance the effectiveness of disease prevention and primary health care at the grassroots level. This activity aims to update knowledge, strengthen professional capacity for medical staff, and work toward better management and control of non-communicable diseases, currently a major challenge for public health. Ladies and gentlemen, in the blow of national cultural heritage, there are people who quietly preserve and read traditional values with all their passion and dedication. Distinguished artisan Hồng Cúc is exactly such an example over the past 20 years. With her melodious voice, sweet and profound singing, she not only contributes to preserving the ca tử, a UNESCO intangible cultural heritage of humanity, but also as someone who passes on the flame, planting love for traditional music in the hearts of many generations. Please join us in listening to this inspiring story of a woman who has devoted her entire life to connecting with musical traditions. Every Tuesday and Friday evening, The room of the Bronzo Literature and Art Association resonate with song and the deep, resonant melodies of traditional instruments. Under the guidance of distinguished artisan Hong Kok, the last of about 15 to 20 members has become a common home. I would like to meet and share passion for this art form that carry the nation's soul. I love learning this since I was young, since middle school. Now I have time to study. Through this life, the teacher guides us devotedly. Teacher melodies like Nam Ai Nam Xuân, showing us the rhythm in Tân Cổ song. Before, I didn't know much, but now I realize more than before. Besides classroom hours, the distinguished artisan Hong Kok also guides her students to real staff and events, so students gain confidence, practice their skill, and mature alongside the music and song. Besides transmitting techniques, she has transmitted much inspiration to me. I was allowed to attend study sessions and a chance at the Kataita associations in the district, learning many more techniques that the teacher and master demonstrated on stage. Besides tennis, there are also performance ability and communication skill among fellow students. For more than half a century devoted to theater, including over 20 years of dedicated teaching. Now in her 70s, distinguished artisan Hong Kong still maintains her passionate flame. Throughout her life, she has devoted her whole to the theater, always concerned about the responsibility to preserve and transmit this precious heritage. Whenever there's a need somewhere far away, I travel there to teach, because I'm very afraid that young people like it, but don't know where to participate. So my responsibility is to teach them, to teach everyone this traditional art form. Popularizing and training the next generation from the theater, that is the lifelong dedication that the distinguished artisan Hong Kong puts into her classes. And from here, through each generation of students, the instrumental music and voice carrying the nation brave will continue to be reserved like a cultural stream following forever in today's life.
Provincial departments, agencies, and localities will focus on disseminating laws and knowledge on fire prevention and rescue, promoting the mass movement of citizens in fire prevention, expanding community models such as fire safety inter-family groups and public firefighting posts, signing commitments on fire safety at high-risk establishments, while also strengthening inspections and handling violations. The provincial police will take the lead in organizing a provincial-level firefighting and rescue role at Duy Tân Long An Company Limited in October 2025. At the same time, they will intensify inspections at residential areas, apartment buildings, and business establishments, strictly handle violations, and advise the Provincial Business Committee on rewarding collectors and individuals with outstanding achievements.
On the afternoon of September 26 in Hong Kong, Mr. Nguyen Wis, Secretary of the Bronzo Party Committee, presented Mid-Autumn Festival gift to children in difficult competence and those at risk of falling into special competence. Accordingly, the Bronzo Party Secretary offered 161 gift sets, each worth 650,000 Vietnam dong, including 500,000 Vietnam dong in cards, mooncakes, and lanterns. With warm regard, he inquired about the children's health, encourage them to overcome hardship, strive in their study, and wish them a joyful and meaningful Mid-Autumn Festival. Secretary Mr. Nguyen will also request the party committee and local authorities of Hong Kong to pay greater attention to protecting, caring for, and educating children, ensuring the best conditions for them, especially those in the advantaged situation or at risk. The Mid-Autumn Festival is one of the important regional celebrations of Vietnamese people, associated with images of the full moon, lantern, and especially Mid-Autumn cakes. Through many generations, Despite the market is recently featuring new cake variety with modern flavor, traditional Mid-Autumn cakes are still chosen by many consumers. The traditional Mid-Autumn cake making wrap has been connected with Mr. Thị Kim families residing in Long An Ward, Tây Ninh Province, for 2 generations. For over 50 years, through many ups and downs with time, Miss Kim recently treasured own value, wishing to reserve the family's traditional Mid-Autumn cake making and honor the nation's cultural beauty. My family has been making since 1972, from my parents' time until now, passing it down to my sibling. Because we have passion, customer eating the cake feel the very traditional flavor. So every Mid-Autumn season, customer come to order cake. It's small medium cake, appearing a golden brown lotus crust, mixed filling or sub-ramrats, must bean filling and skillfully kneaded to talented hand and love for the bread, evoking memories of all flavor. I have been making cake for about 30 years. This cake wrap is a family tradition, so I really love the Mid-Autumn cake making profession. Traditional Mid-Autumn cakes are not only culinary gifts but also childhood memories, the lingering task of renewal for many generations. My family from my parents' generation to mine has always bought cake here. The cake here ensure food safety and have a very traditional flavor. In modern life freedom, facilities making Mid-Autumn cakes in the old way are not numerous anymore. However, with passion and love for their work, Rap people still persistently keep the flame alive, so that it can not only preserve traditional flavor but also contribute to reserving a cultural feature for future generations. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today's TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.